In 2023, we're honoured to receive 3 prestigious awards. We've been asked a few questions since this announcement, so we thought we'd clarify what they were all about. The awards were Best Sales and Lettings Agency in the 2 to 5 office category, Best Sales Agency in the 2 to 5 office category, and then of those winners, we were then selected by the independent judges to win Sales Agency of the Year. This trophy was the big one for us. Today, I'm excited to shed some light on what these awards mean to us and how the team made this feat possible. Yeah, so with the Best Estate Agents Guide, the judging is done by independent industry experts, and they also look hyper-local at the estate agents in each area because they know that some locations may have an increase in sales during a period of time. Another thing they also do is get data sets from a company called 20EA, and they will actually take that from the big portals, Rightmove, Land Registry and other providers. The beauty of this is I think that this is such a big scale in which they're taking this data. 96.9% of all estate agents in the UK, their data is being analysed by this, so it's a very independent whole of market assessment that's being carried out. It's a great question. I think the easiest way to describe it is I don't think that we've just nailed it. I don't think we're the top of absolutely everything, but I think what we are good at is we're consistent across the board. So I think it's a number of small things that we do really, really well that allowed us to be selected out of all those 13,000 estate agents to be the winners. I know that there's a number of criteria that they are looking at when they're choosing their estate agency of the year, and I think the great thing for us and for the team is that we've performed very highly across the board as opposed to just being exceptional in one particular field, which I think is good for us, obviously, and good for our clients too. So they measure property marketing, customer services and results, and they have 5 kind of key areas which should give our clients comfort as well in terms of how we performed in this. So they're looking at market share, but they're looking at the conversion, so they're not after an agent that's just listing lots of properties but not delivering the result that the client's looking for. They're looking at the timescale it takes to sell or let a property. They're looking at the price that the agents are achieving for their clients, and then also customer service. And it's really, as I said earlier, it's about performing well in all of those areas as opposed to just outperforming at your marketing or something like that. It's across the board that was important to them. Well, we worked very hard at doing a lot of things right, and to be seen amongst all the other agents in the UK at winning such an award, it's great that the small things we do day in, day out for our clients is making a difference. We feel that it does make a difference. There's a long list of things that we do, and each time it's bespoke for the client and their actual requirements. So probably too long to go through in one interview everything that we do, but for each person that needs us, we've got a solution to help them with their property problems. Well, I'm chuffed to bits to be MD and part of a team that have been able to win these awards. I've been going for a number of years and I've always been a little bit disappointed to walk away without anything, when certainly I think the effort's been there from our team and the service delivery's been there as well. But I think to really reflect on what this means, this is a tougher market that we've been judged in. It was quite easy to sell and let properties in the previous 2 years, so we've really stepped up when it's got a bit tougher, and we live by a vision of memorable for the right reasons. So if we continue to deliver that, then I think we'll obviously have chances to win this again in the future, which would be great for the team. Well, it means a great deal. To me personally, we've been trading for 14 years, which is a relatively short space of time in this industry, and to have been seen at this level in the UK on the strict criteria as well that they're trying to judge agents on is a real honour and a real privilege. I think for anyone who's thinking of using an agent, it should also give them some confidence in our ability, because sometimes agents say they're good, but hopefully this justifies the fact that we are good at what we do. Well, I think on the surface any agent can say they deliver a similar service to us, but clearly with this result it confirms we are different to others. Over 13,000 agents assessed, and we've come out on top, which is fab. Another thing people can take comfort from is the Google reviews. We've got over 950 Google reviews across the company. There's consistency between each department and each location, so it's not like one office is outperforming another. There is consistency throughout, which is another thing that I'm really quite proud of. And also this assessment This is done of massive companies that have got huge marketing budgets and also very small bespoke offices that have got one-to-one client care, essentially. But to have won this, you know, we've been seen to be able to do it at a volume, at a scale, against the biggest and the best. So I think, you know, for any client that's thinking of doing anything in the local area, they should take some real comfort and confidence that they'll be picking the right agent if they go to us. Well, the team aren't going to rest on their laurels. It's been amazing to win such a great award, but I'd like to be sat here in a year's time having done the double, but it wouldn't cause us a major problem if we didn't. For now, the team are back cracking on for their clients, and I think the real positive for us is what we can do in our local area, in our community. So we've got the big Worcestershire garage sale, we've got the community fund, and there's a lot of other initiatives up our sleeves. The great thing is, having done this, any client that's local to us will be able to take comfort in our ability, I suppose. If they are planning on doing anything property related, then they could have an award-winning estate agent in their corner on their team.